Could Melania Trump have been unhappy with Donald Trump and his aide Natalie Harp during the Freedom 250 Grand Prix? A brief moment involving the First Lady, the President, and Harp has exploded online, with viewers intensely dissecting Melania's movements and expression. At the Freedom 250 Grand Prix, a short clip showed Donald Trump and Melania sitting together in one of the viewing sections as they watched the race. Then came the moment that caught viewers' attention. Melania got up and moved away from the president. Almost immediately afterward, Harp approached Trump and appeared to speak briefly with him before moving back toward another area. The sequence was enough to trigger a wave of speculation online, particularly because Harp has been at the center of intense scrutiny over her unusually prominent role around Trump. The moment was also notable because Harp had reportedly been seen nearby just before the interaction, creating an awkward-looking sequence that quickly spread across social media. One viral post claimed, "Melania leaves as soon as Natalie Harp is spotted in the booth." Another viewer offered a far more dramatic interpretation, writing that Harp approached Trump, appeared to say something, and that Melania then noticed her before getting up to leave. The post claimed Melania put her hand on her hip while waiting to leave as Harp stood near the steps. Another commenter reduced the entire scene to a blunt phrase, "Catfight over Donnie diaper." But those are social media interpretations, not proof of what Melania was thinking or why she walked away. Another clip then appeared to show her returning for a seemingly tense interaction with Trump, sending social media users into another frenzy over every look and gesture. One post declared, "Check out Melania's expression here. She's telling Assolini off." The commenter then added, "The flip of the hair is a tell." Another claimed Donald and Melania got into a fight on TV today. Others were even more blunt. "She can't stand to be near him for more than a few minutes these days." And another simply wrote, "Melania looks pissed." But there is no confirmed evidence from the footage alone that Trump and Melania were arguing, or that Melania left because of Harp. What the clips do show is a series of brief interactions that have become magnets for online speculation. And amid all that attention, another Freedom 250 moment has emerged, one that puts Harp back in the spotlight. This time, it wasn't Melania standing beside Trump. It was Eric Trump. A separate clip showed Harp chatting with Donald Trump's son as the IndyCar race unfolded. Could Eric Trump and Natalie Harp's seemingly ordinary chat at the Freedom 250 Grand Prix be hiding something more awkward? A lip-reading expert has now offered her interpretation of the exchange, putting fresh focus on the Trump aide at the center of a week of intense scrutiny. At the Freedom 250 Grand Prix in Washington, D.C. on August 23rd, Eric Trump and Harp, 35, were filmed standing together and appearing engrossed in conversation as IndyCars raced through the nation's capital. Their exchange looked casual on the surface, smiles, short answers, and talk about the race. But the brief interaction is now being closely decoded after lip reader Nicola Hickling examined the footage. Hickling told the Mirror US exclusively that Harp appeared to say, "Apparently it's fun." The comment appeared to be about the Trump-backed IndyCars event unfolding around them. According to Hickling's reading of the footage, Eric then turned his body toward Harp and replied, "I haven't seen this many cars." Harp, who was wearing a black leather top with a black pleated skirt, appeared to respond with a smile. "Don't worry, we will have fun," she allegedly said. Eric then reportedly answered, "Hopefully," and he followed it with a question that appeared to keep the conversation focused firmly on the race. "Will your car win?" Harp allegedly echoed his response, "Hopefully." She then appeared to ask Eric, "Have you picked a car number?" According to Hickling, Eric replied, "No, I haven't. I'll just watch." And that was seemingly it. The two then turned their attention back toward the track, with Harp continuing to smile as they watched the action. On its face, the exchange was a brief conversation about cars, racing, and the event around them. But the reason the footage has attracted attention is the person standing beside Eric. Natalie Harp has spent much of the past week at the center of intense scrutiny over her unusually close professional relationship with President Donald Trump. The 35-year-old executive assistant has been described in reports as one of the president's most loyal aides and has attracted renewed attention following the leak of a deeply personal apology letter she addressed to Trump. Her appearance at the Grand Prix also placed her alongside several members of the president's family. Harp was spotted with Donald Trump Jr. and his wife, Bettina, Eric Trump and Laura Trump, as well as some of the president's grandchildren. That family proximity has added another layer to the fascination surrounding the aide, particularly as questions continue to swirl around the nature of her role within Trump's inner circle. The latest footage comes after a particularly intense period for Harp. Harp was already facing intense scrutiny after her personal letter to Trump became public, while renewed attention has been focused on her long-standing devotion to the president. And that brings the story back to something else now being examined: Harp's old social media posts.